February 3rd, Leviticus 8, 9, and 10. And Yah spoke to Moshe, saying, Take Aharon, and his sons with him, and the garments, and the anointing oil, and the bowl of the sin offering, and the 2 rams, and the basket of unleavened bread, and assemble all the congregation at the door of the tent of appointment. And Moshe did as Yah commanded him, and the congregation was assembled at the door of the tent of appointment. And Moshe said to the congregation, This is the word Yah commanded to be done. So Moshe brought Aharon and his sons, and washed them with water, and put the long shirt on him, and girded him with the girdle, and dressed him in the robe, and put the shoulder garment on him, and girded him with the embroidered band of the shoulder garment, and tied it with the shoulder garment on him, and put the breastplate on him, and put the and the timim in the breastplate, and put the turban on his head, and on the turban on its front he put the golden plate, the set-apart sign of dedication, as Yah had commanded Moshe. And Moshe took the anointing oil, and anointed the dwelling place, and all that was in it, and set them apart. And he sprinkled some of it on the slaughter place 7 times, and anointed the slaughter place and all its utensils, and the basin and its base, to set them apart. And he poured some of the anointing oil on Aharon's head, and anointed him, to set him apart. And Moshe brought the sons of Aharon, and put long shirts on them, and girded them with girdles, and put turbans on them, as Yah had commanded Moshe. And he brought the bowl for the sin offering, and Aharon and his sons laid their hands on the head of the bowl for the sin offering. And it was slain. And Moshe took the blood, and put some on the horns of the slaughter place, all around with his finger, and cleansed the slaughter place. And he poured the blood at the base of the slaughter place, and set it apart, to make atonement for it. And he took all the fat that was on the entrails, and the appendage on the liver, and the 2 kidneys with their fat. And Moshe burned them on the slaughter place. And the bull, and its skin, and its flesh, and its dung, he burned with fire outside the camp, as Yah had commanded Moshe. And he brought the ram of ascending offering, and Aharon and his sons laid their hands on the head of the ram, and it was slain. And Moshe sprinkled the blood on the slaughter place all around. And he cut the ram into pieces, and Moshe burned its head and its pieces, and the pieces and the fat. And he washed the entrails and the legs in water. And Moshe burned the entire ram on the slaughter place. It was an ascending offering for a sweet fragrance, an offering made by fire to Yah, as Yah had commanded Moshe. And he brought the second ram, the ram of ordination, which Aharon and his sons laid their hands on the head of the ram, and it was slain. And Moshe took some of its blood, and put it on the tip of Aharon's right ear, and on the thumb of his right hand, and on the big toe of his right foot. And he brought near the sons of Aharon, and Moshe put some of the blood on the tips of their right ears, and on the thumbs of the right hands, and on the big toes of their right feet. And Moshe sprinkled the blood on the slaughter place all around, and took the fat, and the fat tail, and all the fat that was on the entrails, and the appendage on the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and their fat, and the right thigh. And from the basket of unleavened bread that was before Yah, he took 1 unleavened cake, and a cake of bread anointed with oil, and 1 thin cake, and put them on the fat, and on the right thigh, and placed all these in the hands of Aharon, and in the hands of his sons, and waved them as a wave offering before Yah. Moshe then took from their hands and burned them on the slaughter place, having their ordinations for a sweet fragrance. It was an offering by fire to Yah. And Moshe took the breast and waved it, a wave offering before Yah. It was Moshe's portion of the ram of ordination, as Yah had commanded Moshe. And Moshe took some of the anointing oil and some of the blood which was on the slaughter place, and sprinkled it on Aharon, on his garments, and on his sons, and on the garments of his sons with him. And he set apart Aharon, his garments, and his sons, and the garments of his sons with him. And Moshe said to Aharon and his sons, Cook the flesh at the door of the tent of appointment, and eat it there, with the bread that is in the basket of the ordinations, as I have commanded, saying, Aharon and his sons are to eat it. But then burn the rest of the flesh and the bread with fire, and do not go outside the door of the tent of appointment for 7 days, until the days of your ordination are complete, for he fills your hands for 7 days. Yah has commanded to do, as he has done this day, to make atonement for you. And stay at the door of the tent of appointment, day and night, for 7 days. And you shall guard the duty of Yah, and not die, for so I have been commanded. And Aharon and his sons did all the words that Yah had commanded by the hand of Moshe. Leviticus 9. And on the 8th day it came to be that Moshe called Aharon and his sons and the elders of Israel. And he said to Aharon, Take for yourselves a young bull as a sin offering, and a ram as an ascending offering, a perfect one, and bring them before Yah. And speak to the children of Israel, saying, Take a male goat as a sin offering, and a calf and a lamb, both a year old, perfect ones, as an ascending offering, and a bull and a ram as a peace offering to slaughter before Yah, and a grain offering mixed with oil. For today Yah shall appear to you. And they took what Moshe commanded before the tent of appointment, and all the congregation drew near and stood before Yah. And Moshe said, This is the word which Yah commanded you to do, so that the esteem of Yah appears to you. And Moshe said to Aharon, Go to the slaughter place and prepare your sin offering and your ascending offering, and make atonement for yourselves and for the people. And make the offering of the people, and make atonement for them, as Yah has commanded. So Aharon came near to the slaughter place, and slew the calf of the sin offering, which was for himself. And the sons of Aharon brought the blood to him, and he dipped his finger in the blood, and put it on the horns of the slaughter place, and poured the blood at the base of the slaughter place. And the fat and the kidneys, and the appendage on the liver of the sin offering he burned on the slaughter place, as Yah had commanded Moshe. And the flesh and the skin he burned with fire outside the camp. And he slew the ascending offering, and the sons of Aharon presented to him the blood, which he sprinkled on the slaughter place all around. And they presented the ascending offering to him, with his pieces and head, and he burned them on the slaughter place. And he washed the entrails and the legs, and burned them with the ascending offering on the slaughter place. And he brought the people's offering, and took the goat, which was a sin offering for the people, and slew it, and made it a sin offering, like the first one. And he brought the sin offering, the ascending offering, and made it, according to the right ruling. He also brought the grain offering, and filled his hand with it, and burned it on the slaughter place, beside the ascending offering of the morning. And he slew the bull and the ram as a slaughtering of peace offerings, which were for the people. And Aharon's sons presented to him the blood, which he sprinkled on the slaughter place all around, and the fat from the bull, and the ram, and the fat tail, and the covering, and the kidneys, and the appendage on the liver. And they placed the fat on the breasts, and he burned the fat on the slaughter place. But the breasts and the right thigh Aharon waved as a wave offering before Yah, as Moshe had commanded. Aharon then lifted up his hand toward the people, and blessed them, and came down from making the sin offering, and the ascending offering, and the peace offerings. And Moshe and Aharon went into the tent of appointment, and came out and blessed the people, and the esteem of Yah appeared to all the people. And fire came out from before Yah, and consumed the ascending offering, and the fat on the slaughter place. And all the people saw, and cried aloud, and fell on their faces. Leviticus 10. Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aharon, each took his fire holder, and put fire in it, and put incense on it, and brought strange fire before Yah, which he had not commanded them. And fire came out from Yah and consumed them, and they died before Yah. And Moshe said to Aharon, "This is what Yah spoke, saying, By those who come near me, let me be set apart, and before all the people, let me be esteemed." And Aharon was silent. And Moshe called to Mishael and Tisphen, the sons of Uzziel, the uncle of Aharon, and said to them, "Come near, take your brothers from before the set-apart place, out of the camp." So they came near, and took them by their long shirts, out of the camp, as Moshe said. And Moshe said to Aharon, and to Eleazar, and to Ithamar his sons, "Do not unbind your hands, nor tear your garments, lest you die, and wrath come upon all the people. But let your brothers, all the house of Israel, bewail the burning which Yah has kindled. And do not go out from the door of the tent of appointment, lest you die, for the anointing oil of Yah is upon you." And they did according to the word of Moshe. And Yah spoke to Aharon, saying, "Do not drink wine or strong drink, you nor your sons with you, when you go into the tent of appointment, lest you die, aloft forever throughout your generations, so as to make a distinction between the set apart and the profane, and between the unclean and the clean, and to teach the children of Israel all the laws which Yah has spoken to them by the hand of Moshe." And Moshe spoke to Aharon, to Eleazar, and Ithamar his sons who were left, "Take the grain offering that is left over from the offerings, and make made by fire to Yah, and eat it without leaven beside the slaughter place, for it is most set apart. And you shall eat it in a set apart place, because it is yours by law, and your sons by law, of the offering made by fire to Yah, for so I have been commanded. And the breast of the wave offering and the thigh of the contribution you eat in a clean place, you and your sons, and your daughters with you, for they are yours by law, and your sons by law, which are given from the slaughterings of the peace offerings of the children of Israel. The thigh of the contribution and the breast of the wave offering they bring with the offerings of fat made by fire, to bring as a wave offering before Yah. And it shall be yours and your sons with you, by a law forever, as Yah has commanded." And Moshe diligently looked for the goat of the sin offering, and saw it was burned up. And he was wroth with Eleazar and Ithamar, the sons of Aharon, who were left, saying, "Why have you not eaten the sin offering in a set-apart place, since it is most set apart, and Elohim has given it to you to bear the crookedness of the congregation, to make atonement for them before Yah? See, its blood was not brought inside the set-apart place. You should have eaten it without fail in a set-apart place, as I have commanded." And Aharon said to Moshe, "See, today they have brought their sin offering and their ascending offering before Yah, and matters like these have come to me. If I had eaten the sin offering today, would it have been right in the eyes of Yah?" And when Moshe heard that, it was good in his eyes.